guys, what's up? My name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel, The Reading Otter 7. So this is an exciting video. I have a tripod! I don't know if you've noticed, but I seem a little bit taller. We're looking at the top of my shelves now, which is kind of exciting. And, what?
Beast.
Oh, yes, and my lovely, trustworthy stand is no longer my stand. The Beast, ladies and gentlemen, in his rightful place. Yes. So anyway, I wanted to film like a short, quick little video before I go to work. I'm in my work uniform, or kind of my work uniform. I don't have my polos, so this is my uniform for now. But anyway, so before I go to work, I wanted to film some real quick because I just got my tripod and I was super excited. So, I'm just gonna do a quick top 5 authors video. So I have more than this really, but I have 5 authors that I'll buy just about anything they put out. So we're just going to run through them real quick. So the first author I have should come as no surprise to any of you if you have watched any of my videos really, and that is Rick Riordan, and he's the author of the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, which is this one. This is 5 books. And he also has the Magnus Chase series, which I think is going to be a trilogy. There's 2 of them right now, the 3rd one comes out this year, and I think that's the end of it. Also, he has the Trials of Apollo series, the Kane Chronicles, which I don't really count, and then the Heroes of Olympus series, which is another 5-book series. So he's written a lot. All of them are about some form of mythology. I love mythology, especially Greek mythology, which is what most of his tend to be. So I'll pick just about anything up that he puts out. The next author I want to talk about, I've also mentioned a couple times on this channel, not a lot, but a couple times. And I did mention her in my new to booktube tag, so if you watch that, you should know who I'm about to talk about. But that would be Ruta Sepetys by Salt to the Sea. She mainly writes historical fiction. Actually, I think that's all she's written. 2 of them are set in World War II, and the other one is set in, like, I want to say the 1920s, like New Orleans. She just has really good world building. Not that she has to really build the world, but she's so historically accurate. I really enjoy it. And her stories are always so gripping and like really get you. So I definitely enjoy her work. She's written this one, which is actually her newest. It's been out for 2 years now, but it's still her newest. Salt to the Sea, and then she also has Between Shades of Grey and Out of Easy. So the next author I want to talk about is somebody that I just started getting into. I have several of his books. I've only read 2 of them so far, but I really enjoy them, and that is David Levithan. This is Love is the Higher Law, which I feel like no one ever talks about, but I found this on Book Outlet. And it's, excuse me, it's about kind of the aftermath of 9/11. It even talks about, like, the day that it happened at the beginning, and then it kind of deals with a couple of characters as they kind of deal with that, and how they recover from that, and kind of the thought process behind that. All these people live in New York, so they're right at the scene of it as it happens, and so it's very hard-hitting and very gripping, and I really enjoyed it. I've also read Two Boys Kissing, which was okay, but kind of eh. I own Everyday, and he also does some collaborations with Rachel Kahn. I own the Dash and Lily duology. I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited to. I just love his writing style, and he seems so pure when he writes. So, next author I want to talk about is kind of like a childhood, like, angsty middle school favorite author of mine that's kind of carried over. Really enjoyed the series that I read when I was younger, and it's kind of inspired me to pick up his other books. So that is Scott Westerfeld. He's the author of the Uglies series. It's technically a series because there's 4 books, but I consider it a trilogy because I don't really count the last book because I think it was kind of not necessary. Not that it was bad, because I don't think Scott Westerfeld really does bad writing, but it was kind of not necessary at all. I also own Zeros by him and Afterworlds, neither of which I read, but I really want to. I just love his writing style. It's very descriptive and entertaining. And he just has, like, such great ideas, in my opinion, the kind of things that you're not used to seeing. He really got me into the dystopian genre. I feel like he was one of, like, the founders, pioneers of the dystopian genre, at least the recent, fairly recent uprising of, or reoccurrence of dystopian. So, wow. The last author I'm going to talk about is actually somebody that I've only read, like, 2 of her books, but I want to read, like, all of them. And that is Claudia Gray. She's the author of the Firebird series, and that's 1,000 Pieces of You, 1,000 Skies Above You, and 1,000 Worlds Without You, or With You, one of the two. And I think she's coming out with another one. She also wrote this book, which is Bloodline. This is based on Star Wars. And this is kind of like, I'd read 1,000 Pieces of You before this, but this is kind of what got me like into Claudia Gray. I think she's phenomenal, so I would definitely buy any of her Star Wars novels, that's for dang sure. And hopefully the rest of the series eventually, so yeah. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I love my new tripod. It's awesome. I like being able to stand. Let me know if you like this shot better than on the floor, or, you know, just let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like this video if you did like it, and subscribe for more awesome content. If you see Hermione anywhere, I may or may not have alluded to where she is earlier in the video, leave it down in the comments below. See you next time, guys.